Mevo. God almighty, this is Sweat Equity Podcast, an unusual Sweat Equity Podcast. I'm your host, Lost Smith. Sitting on the mics, let them hear your voice, is coming back is Samantha Gant.
Hello.
Of Social Alchemy. And then Max White, new friend of the program.
Oh, that was a pretty wild intro. It's like a tornado siren.
Yeah, well, I like the old school radio way of starting a show.
Yeah. No, I definitely. I'm attentive and aware. That was good. That was a good thing. I think
I should have warned you, but
No, I like it. It's like a challenge.
You don't need that coffee now.
You're right.
Your asshole's
yeah,
probably puckered a little bit.
A little bit.
So it's one of those things. I do a college football podcast. And,
nice.
The Hottie Toddy's like an old college football kind of saying.
You have that college football quarterback flow.
Oh,
I get that for sure.
Look,
right?
you can
He really
you can stay as long as you want.
Are you
You're
a
welcome in town.
Are you a locker room guy? You're comfortable naked in a locker room?
No, quite the opposite.
Really?
I've got I talked to a lot of my colleagues about this. I'm girthy, just not length wide. Like I got like a couple skull cans going.
Yeah.
But I've got big legs. Like remember Jamal Anderson, the running back for
Absolutely.
Falcons?
Yeah.
This is good at yes and.
I could just picture you with the like power stance, leg up on the bench, dick out.
I just learned about power posing and
Really?
stuff. Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I'm not going to be the old guy at the locker room if that's where you're going. We're like
Oh.
the 70-year-old guy that is just like, here are my dick and balls all the time.
I think that's my dad.
I think it's everyone's
I was
dad.
going to say, I think it's everybody's.
Is it weird? I didn't realize until I was like overseas with my dad and visiting him. My dad lives overseas, and I didn't realize my dad was a locker room guy because I'm not.
Yeah.
And he's like 60, and then we were just talking. He's in the locker room, and then his dick was out, and I was like, "Dad,
Yeah.
weird. Your son's not like that."
I used to live in Santa Monica, and I went to a gym. It's called Burn. What up, guys? They're not listening.
Shout
to this.
out to Burn.
On the 3rd Street Promenade. Yeah, I'm thug. And so like, the outdoor mall in Santa Monica, basically. And the dude from Counting Crows used to work out in there.
Nice.
And I had a very awkward interaction with him. Like, this was when he was, like, really bloated and just, like,
Yeah.
sweaty all the time. And he came out of the sauna, and we were, like, I didn't even realize it was him from the Counting Crows. I like him. Hey, what up, 90s? But I'm saying, like, it's weird when you have a guy with his dick and balls out and he just came out of the sauna.
Yeah.
And then it's weirder when you catch yourself talking to the dude from Counting Crows and Omaha's going through your head.
Yeah, and talk about someone that probably has a lot of free time to go to the gym as a guy from Counting Crows.
You'd think so, right? Didn't
Yeah.
look that way
Oh,
in
damn.
2007.
Was he
but
acting in a rush? Like, was he like, "Oh, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go to the studio."
I don't even remember what fun fact, his pubes had little dreads on it.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, the only white guy that can kind of get away with dreadlocks.
No, there's no such thing. I'm pulling that card. No way. There's
He's a listener, so
hey,
it's going to be tough.
Your hair sucks, man. That's brutal.
Before I forget, we are on iTunes. The cheat code to get us up the rankings is subscribe, rate, review. Write a funny review, funniest review. I'll figure out how to do something fun. Give you something. We're on Facebook Live. We're trying out the Mevo camera still. This thing's pretty sweet. If you ever need a good camera, you can kind of Bluetooth it, put it in your pocket. I'm going to start using it for client meetings, I think. And then what else we got? Oh, on the Laughable app. So fuck iTunes if you're not an iTunes person. We are on the Laughable app, which is an app for comedians that have podcasts.
Laughable is awesome. I got to
You're
remember the
on it?
guy's name. Yeah, definitely. My podcast is on there, and
Let's
there's
do your plugs real quick.
It's Max White Presents on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher. It's on everything.
right.
Google Play.
and then,
New to Laughable.
so you're just getting on there.
We've been there for 2 weeks now. That guy sent me a direct email, like the guy who runs it. Let me just, I want to
Jeff?
find his, it's not Jeff. Let me see his name, but he's so cool. He like directly emailed me and was like, "Hey man, you're all set up. It's right here. Sorry."
They've been really great. Every
Dude.
email I've received from Laughable has been, they're really. You can feel like they're really trying to make it go. The hitch on that is you can tag your favorite comics, and it'll tell you when you populate. Like if I go on Max's show, and someone tagged me as like, I want to follow this guy.
Yeah.
It'll populate like, oh hey, he's on. This is
was
Max White Presents. Podcast.
It's
so.
Ned, and Ned is the guy that's there.
Ned,
He's really cool.
yes.
Ned Kenny, I believe, is his name. I'm not sure if we're supposed to say that, but what's he gonna do? Take away my birthday? But either way, I love the Laughable thing. It's really good.
Take away your birthday. I
Yeah.
like it. Yeah. So you are. Let's get people up to speed on how you're here, basically.
Okay.
I got a call from fellow comedian Jared Waters up in New York, who's
That's my guy.
is a buddy. He's a comedian. He sounds like Q-Tip. He used to be the backup running back behind Chris Johnson, fastest running back ever in the NFL.
He's the best. I think he moved to New York just under a year ago. And so we'll do open mics generally in the afternoon, then we'll go do our shows like part different companies.
Okay.
But he's like I think he's like a youth pastor, and then he's also a kindergarten teacher.
Kindergarten teacher. He goes to church. He may do some youth pastoring, I
Yeah,
think.
but then he also says things like, "These hoes have disrespected us." Like, I love that guy. He's
Yeah.
amazing.
These hoes.
These hoes.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
hoes.
And
Yeah.
he calls girls concubines.
Yeah,
I
he
think.
loves. He sent me like 2 texts. He's like, "How are the concubines?" Like, so good.
Like
Real good.
if I said what he said, it'd be like you're super racist.
Totally.
Like the way he's saying like black exploitation style of terminology. I love him. He's awesome. He's got some pythons too. He's a locker room guy for sure.
Dude, oh hell yeah! He makes everything a locker room when you're around him. I can tell.
I think there needs to be a running list of locker room guys.
Yeah, I would.
That
I
needs to be
would subscribe to
started
that if that was your thing. I would definitely look at it. Dude, he power stances hard.
Holy shit! Sorry about that. Yeah. You probably couldn't hear that on the audio, but I've got. I probably need to turn
Dinner's
off
done. I think that's what it was.
notifications off.
I just gotta shine through my
Hungry
head.
man.
I could feel every craft beer, mountain bike beer they shoved down my throat last night when that thing went
So
out.
you're in town from Brooklyn.
Yes.
And Jared was like, "Hey, you got to meet this dude Max. I'm buddies with him. He's filming something. Can't tell you what it is. It's a secret." That sounds like a weird kind of fetish porn, but
Yeah.
Probably
No
is.
such luck.
but
Our budget would be bigger if it was fetish porn. Let me put it that way.
you're stand-up. You're a writer.
Yeah.
Podcaster. What else am I missing?
That's it. I think that's pretty much all. It's
Locker
I
room
think that's
guy.
a full
the
plate
the
though.
triple threat to just let your parents down for sure. It's just stand-up comic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
podcaster. Like, a comic with a podcast. Oh, and you're straight and white, and this is great.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
real original.
It is the thing, like, no one gets it. Like, you can't bitch about it, but it is when you're a straight white male in stand-up, it's like you kind of really get what minorities deal with day to day. You know, like all the time. Not saying it's not the same.
Yeah,
It's not the same.
I'm in New York. I'm not jumping on that. But no, I know what you're saying though.
But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it is like there's so many straight male white comedians out there
Yeah.
that it's like, oh well. I always say like casting is the kind of the most racist shit.
Oh, for
Did
sure.
you ever read like what we're looking for?
Yeah.
We're looking for an Eva Mendes type, but ugly and 30 pounds heavier. And you're like, what? Okay. So it just basically says everything they're looking for, which is like weird because it's such a liberal kind of industry.
You know what else is really racist? I noticed is Craigslist like sexual escort ads. They'll literally say like whites only. Sorry,
Counters.
that's crazy. People need to talk about that one.
Uh,
And now you're like, why am I looking at those? Because I'm a weird person.
No, but everybody peruses them.
Yeah, well, yeah, peruse. That's fine. Let me
peruse.
off of that one.
yeah,
That's cool.
peruse. yeah.
We were just perusing for 2 hours on the airplane. Yeah.
So what brings you down to Cigar City, Tampa?
So we started here. So we flew in yesterday morning. And so we're basically going from here to New Orleans over the next week, and we're stopping a bunch of random spots. And we're just kind of just capturing like the 98% of comedy that a lot of people don't even know about. Like where I started, I'm originally from Michigan, the Midwest, and there's like this amazing comedy scene there. But
Where-
people generally
where at?
Grand Rapids.
I love Grand Rapids.
Yeah?
Such an underrated city. I did Gilda's Laugh Fest
There you go.
twice, I think.
Laugh
once
Fest
or
are awesome.
twice.
Funny business. It's based out of there. It's like the big booker. They're like the biggest. I don't know if the biggest, but they're a large comedy booker in the country. The Yoders. And
It's
they're
real cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
Grand
great.
Rapids is
Well,
like.
I've been there.
You have?
Yeah, I did a cross country trip. I've been to like 12 national parks, 24 states.
You could have stayed over, dude.
I
You should have hooked me
know.
up.
That's
Damn.
right.
It really is like. There's one thing I noticed like. Does this place have the same like graphic design company? Like everything's like really clean
Hell
and
yeah.
like nice looking. Like that's a nice serif font
It's
going
like
on there. Like
now it's like an avocado toast grenade went off. Like it's
Right.
just
Avocado toast.
white hipsters everywhere. It
college
used to be
band name.
really cutty. It goes from like Floyd Mayweather Grand Rapids to like
really.
people like me Grand Rapids. Yeah, yeah. So Floyd Mayweather's from Grand Rapids.
I
He's
didn't know
Grand Rapids.
that.
Yeah.
Fun
There's
fact
a lot of
the
good
day.
fighters from Michigan. Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, a lot of
Oh, so you're about, and I'm with you on that because I feel like the Tampa Bay area's got a good scene. It is the stepping stone scene. Like Tampa's such a weird spot, man. It's like I try to talk about like Florida in general. Florida in general is like I fucked up in another state like Michigan, and I
Yeah.
came here to start over and not pay child support.
That-
That's like
that hotel we stayed at,
25%
It's
of.
like an end of the road place.
Right.
That's how if that hotel last night felt like that.
And then like Tampa, I'll say the Tampa Bay area, which is St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater, kind of your Triforce if you're a Zelda fan. But kind of the metropolis area is like, yeah, well, I had an addiction to painkillers and opiates in Ohio, and I just thought this would be a good place to start over. So like, we have a lot of that, but I feel like the scene here is very, very underrated. There's a lot of stand up. Orlando's actually really good too.
Yeah, the Fringe Fest is going on there right now.
Right.
Stuart Huff, you ever heard that comic before? He's
Uh-huh.
amazing. Yeah, he's down there. I hosted where I'm from originally. There's a big club, Dr. Grins, that I hosted at.
I've been there.
Yeah,
performed
so
there.
awesome. So
Mhm.
I was I hosted for Stuart
In the
Huff
Bob?
there.
The big
In the
old
Bob,
building.
top of the big old building.
Bam.
You have to dodge like 7 of the worst piano bands ever to get to a really good comedy club.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you want to die when you're walking up the stairs. But like the
Alright.
rest of the place is great.
Or
Grin-
boogie.
Setting the tone.
The Grin staff's amazing.
Depends what mood you're in.
I mean, do you like dueling pianos, Sam? Are you a dueling pianos girl?
Well, I used to be when I was little, but not as much anymore. You know.
I get it. I mean, I get why people like it. Sometimes just want to be like white and go dance. Like I
Some
understand.
people just
You
want
know,
to be white and go down.
with
Yeah.
other white people that want to go dance.
You know, it's not all wedding dancing. You know,
That's true.
Or bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah.
They need to practice
Right.
somewhere.
Yeah,
Before they
where-
break it out at their niece's
Where
third
el-
wedding.
Where else are you gonna embarrass the whole family
Mm-hmm.
by your moves?
That's a good spot there.
True.
So, all right. So you're in town. Y'all are filming about small city comedy scenes.
Yeah, just like the Tampa's similar to like what Grand Rapids. Oh, by the way, before I forget, Stuart Huff, the reason I brought him up is he's at that Orlando Fringe Festival thing.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I kind of want us to go over there to go.
Yeah.
We might go over there just to watch a show. He's
should.
one of my favorite comics in the world.
I
He's
heard
really
he's
close.
amazing.
He's
I've
so
heard him
nice.
in interviews. I've seen a couple of clips. He's like British.
No.
Australia?
He's from Atlanta. He's a Georgian.
Atlanta?
I believe he's Atlanta, maybe
Or
Tennessee.
is he
Yeah.
just like the biggest guy in UK or something like that?
No. He's he was in that documentary Road Comics like a while ago. And
I'm just kidding. I don't really do stand up.
oh,
I don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
anything.
No,
I
no
know, I
worries.
just like,
But
yeah,
I've never,
I know who he is.
as someone that used to like host there, like I've never had to wait that long to get someone off stage because of standing ovations. Like
Really?
literally, like
Wow.
it's like political. It's just this
Yeah.
like amazing experience, and he sits down and like talks. Especially newer comics like myself, he would always sit down and talk with me, and it was like really nice. So I love that guy.
awesome.
That's
But
cool.
yeah, sorry. So
Yeah.
we're back here. We're going to smaller markets, is what they call
Mhm.
you know, areas like that to kind of just check it out and see what's going on. And so like if you were maybe wanted to start doing comedy and you want to Google like how do I start doing comedy, you're like, okay, open mic, that's the first thing, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
So then there's always open mics that I'm sure you've done everywhere, like literally in the world that I've traveled to. I've done some version of open mic along with my shows. And like I'll always do open mics. Like, I'm
Mhm.
just an
Yeah.
open micer. That's what I am.
Right.
And so that gets paid sometimes.
So you find out very clear what your status is.
Yeah, for sure. I think we all are.
Unless
like
you're
this-
delusional.
There's this comic, another guy that like I always look up to, Tamara Katan. I just moved to New York. He's a comic, and he told me, he's like, we're all open micers, just sometimes we get paid. And I was always kind of stuck with me because I opened for him in Seattle once and like was there doing shows, and he was like, dude, let's go hit up some open mics. I'm like, because I was going to do that anyways, but normally the headliners aren't going to do that.
Yeah.
And he was just like, hey, let's go. And we went out, and then,
That's so much fun, though. I
Yeah.
like that, though. It kind of
It's
keeps
the
you
best.
humbled a little bit,
for sure.
too.
Oh, and I'm very humble because I'm a low rung nobody. So like,
No,
yeah.
I'm saying, like, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter, like, where you are in the spectrum.
Totally.
It just really helps and get more in touch with the area that you're in, too.
It's the best, yeah, and then you get to see it too. So anyway, that's the way of like when I get back to New York and we're talking about this, I was like, I want a way of documenting this, and then before I moved to New York, which I've been there for 2 years now, I did some version of this all around the Midwest with a couple comics. And kind of we just went to some smaller ones around like, Wisconsin, Minnesota, all these places. And I'm like, we get to meet all these great people, see all these cool shows. And now we're doing it, with the cameras now.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's a nice progression.
Nice. How long you been doing stand-up?
2 years, less than 2 years now, full
Okay.
time. So yeah, I'm a completely new
Full-time.
comic. Yeah. So,
Okay.
but the first time I ever went on was 2 years ago. But like my first year, I did 900 sets.
Jesus Christ.
So it
Wow.
was.
yeah, you can
I'm
pop
kinda
around
nuts.
New York and.
I was in Michigan still. I was
Really?
in Michigan for 4 months when I
Damn,
started.
There's 900 places that you could go to.
Oh, you can do 4 a night easily. Yeah. Like you can do 4 open mics a night. But where I started, I would do one a night starting out, and then you're like, okay, I need to do more. Chicago's only 2 hours away, so then I started doing Chicago.
There you
I
go.
could go do 4
There you
there
go.
on a Wednesday night,
I love
Yeah.
and then
Chicago.
just started like you just get addicted, and it's like literally changed my entire life around stand up. So
Great.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You have to get your at bats in. I mean, it's repetition and just I like the Pete Holmes line of like you have to be a little crazy in the beginning, like because you're not
Hell yeah.
good immediately when you start, but you need to like be like this is getting better. This is going. This is
100%.
Self-confidence starts to
yeah,
get a
you
little.
just have to get comfortable eating
Yeah.
bags and bags of dicks every night on stage.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a good thing to admit, though, because I feel like a lot of people think that, oh, he's funny, I'm funny too, I make my friends laugh, so they could just stand up and do it. But there's really a true art to it.
Totally.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
It's
and it
completely different when
and
you're
it's
on
like
the
if you're
other
not
side of the mic.
if you're not bombing, you're not trying. So it's
Well,
like
there
it's
you go,
amazing. Yeah,
exactly.
and you
Oh, I
know,
like
like
that.
once you start like establishing an idea of a set, and you're like the first thing you'll do is when you first start is you're gonna do like shock and awe comedy because that's just like an ego thing, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna like, okay, I want to get these people to recognize me, notice me, so I'm gonna talk about my dick or something like that.
Yeah.
But then that falls away because you start doing these more and more repetitions and more sets,
Yep.
and then you start talking about real things. Like with mine is
Yep.
all my comedy. I'm not political. It's mostly autobiographical, and you're just like, oh, that's the stuff that after shows people come up and they're like that, like the stuff about alcoholism in my family. They're like, that's the stuff that's like.
Well, it resonates.
Resonates with them too. As I'm holding a Budweiser
As
light.
you're like, yes, let's talk about this.
A Budweiser Light.
Yeah.
The formal title of it.
Dude, that's a Grand Rapids thing, and we're gonna bring it back here.
Is
so
it really?
Budweiser Light. There's
All right.
yeah.
From now on, Budweiser.
Budweiser
Yeah, that
Light.
came off too naturally.
Josh Ortega, I'm talking to you. That is a Budweiser Light. It's
I drink Natural Light and Budweiser Light.
Dude, yell that across the bar at like a nice craft beer spot in Brooklyn and get the best. No one's gonna sleep with you, but you'll get a lot of laughs. Just like,
lot of
but hey, Budweiser Light, buddy.
So, all right. So, when did you move to New York?
I moved to New York. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, I messed my time up. I moved there January 1st of 2016. So I'm like a year and a half. What's that? Is that a year and a half?
Yeah, you're looking
Something.
at me to do math? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's got to be good at something in here.
about a year and a half.
Yeah.
So, damn, that's a lot of mics. That's a good commitment, man.
Yeah, I literally changed my entire life. I owned a skateboard shop for 5 years, and then I closed. Like I was still going back and forth from New York to Michigan where my shop was at, and then it was just, had to have employees and stuff like that, and those guys were all good. But then it's just like, if I want to do this seriously, I can't. I can only be emotionally invested in one thing.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
I started this consulting company. It's a small, medium business consulting company, and it's taking away from stand-up, which I've never really taken breaks in 11 years of doing it. Like, I haven't hit it that hard in a year, but, getting up 400 times a year kind of thing.
Most people, like, when I talk about numbers, the only reason I did show count numbers is because first time I went to London to do stand-up, they count shows there. They don't do, like, I've been doing it for 20 years. Because, like, where I'm from, there's guys that say they've been doing it for 15 years.
So
But they literally were in prison for 2 years.
Right.
And they're counting it. And then, I was told by people that are like, you won't even feature minimum of 10 years in. And so I was like, okay, is that a good guideline? Maybe. But for someone like me that's doing comedy 4 times a day when you're doing it once a week, it's like,
Yep.
we're not the same. Not
Nope.
saying I'm better. I'm just saying I'm getting out there more.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Like I don't even like I technically started doing it when I was 19.
Okay.
I'm 32 now. I'm 32, I think, and I don't even count the beginning years because I went to Auburn, which is in the middle of nowhere, and
We're
there's no
going
scene.
there.
Are you really?
Yeah, we're doing a show there.
No fucking
Yeah,
way.
Auburn. I don't know what night it is, but it's in the schedule somewhere.
I'll give you everywhere you need to go. Feel
Yes.
free to text me when you get there.
Got some good locker rooms for me?
Let's see.
He's like, let me
yeah,
go to my
so you gotta
list.
go. You gotta go to Jordan Hare Stadium to see a lot of good locker room.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just that power college dick.
That's what they call the rock hard war eagle. But
What the? Stop. Pause. Wait. Tell me
War
everything
Damn
about
Eagle.
the rock hard war eagle.
no, I'm fucking
Is
around.
that like a linebacker's dick?
You never heard of War Eagle? It's like Auburn's way of saying hello to each other, kind of thing.
No,
It's weird. Yeah,
I'm not. I'm not. I'm
War
a
Damn
fucking
Eagle.
skateboarder. I don't do sports that well.
So
No,
you'll.
not well.
So when you're obviously probably doing stage there, right?
Wait.
Or doing a show.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I think so. If we look at the schedule, it's a show. Yeah, I think they're because it's like
Why else would you go in the summer?
good call.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope we're doing a show that I
Just
don't.
to really get
There's
the culture.
nothing going on.
This like this happened the last time we did this because like when we did it, it was just me and my two friends that they both live in LA now. They're comics, and we were all the same like-minded people. We were doing well these shows, and we're like, dude, we just want to go see some other type of stand-up. And then we started out with like maybe one open mic in like northern Minnesota, and then literally by the end of the mic, we're booked on like 4 other things, and you're just like running around, and you're like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah,
you get to
you're
do
gypsy,
it,
man.
Yeah, you get to check it out. So
I've done it. We booked our own national tours when I was 24, 25.
Okay.
And just did it. I literally would get a phone book at my lunch break when I worked at a mutual fund company in LA, and I'd take my lunch break. I'd have a list of universities to call, and I'd be like, just mow down that list.
Yeah.
And just see if anybody would take. And then I eventually got smart and started calling frats because they have money.
I was gonna say
And-
frats
and
is where you need to
roofies.
go.
But they want
True.
entertainment. They want something different. And we were
Are you gonna
good, so I
find a
wasn't
frat
worried
in
about
a
that.
phone book though. And
Uh,
why were you looking in a phone book first?
No phone book, my own like written down stuff.
Okay, I was
I had to
gonna say, I
like
thought they
look it
stopped
up.
making
Hell
Like
yeah.
people could see my computer, so I had to like
Yeah.
kind of sneak and like write all these numbers down, go
Hiding.
eat at Burn, the gym, and sit outside.
Damn,
and
you
just,
love Burn.
I fucking love it, man.
Hell
I miss
yeah.
it. It's so good.
I'll go there.
I got such tight traps from that place.
Sick. What's a
The,
trap?
the one that goes, the one that you can get it.
Oh,
so
that's
it, like,
that
touches
cum
your
vein.
ear.
Where you're like,
What?
ah.
Oh wow.
Don't you get that one?
All
Oh, high
right.
five. First Tampa high five.
That was a bad one. We got to do it again.
Yeah.
You gotta watch the elbow. That's the key. You didn't know that?
No.
And you got crazy ass nails, girl.
See, when you
Learning
say-
from you,
That's awesome.
learning from you.
So like, so text me when you get over to that way.
Yeah.
Auburn is the Harvard of Middle East Alabama.
Nice.
It
Fuck
is. It is a little
Damn.
different. Slow as shit. You'll get pissed how slow it is. Like,
Nice.
Like just people just pull up next to each other and pick up trucks and just have a conversation, and you're behind them and you're like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like,
Tombo, a producer that's here, he's gonna freak the fuck out when that happens.
dude, I fucking.
That is a Jersey boy,
They thought
man.
they thought I was like New Yorker crazy, and I'm like, I'm from Florida. Like I just am impatient. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, go get off the side of the road. And they're like, hey boy, come on.
Hey,
Like,
boy.
Calm
So,
down.
it's a different
Yeehaw.
speed. You're going to New Orleans. That's an interesting scene too, because I feel like it should be huge, and it's just a little, I guess, despondent. I don't know. Like, there's not that many rooms. There's One Eye Jacks, I think, that does like kind of a bunch of stuff. There's Harrah's that I think had a club,
Okay.
a
You mean
casino,
the casino.
but like I think they do a lot of bar shows. I don't know. Get in touch with. I'll put you in touch with Alex Luchin, who's
Awesome.
who's
Thank
an
you.
awesome
What a last
comedian.
name.
Yeah, from Orlando, who literally was my favorite guy to watch when we do shows. Like
Okay.
Zach Galifianakis kind of stand up.
Oh wow.
Like never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Always different.
Thank you. Yeah.
Always like very smart and cerebral. And he's over there as well. But like I know he just got over there, so he could probably Sherpa you around the scene.
We'd appreciate it. Yeah, that's how it's kind of been. I mean, Jared, who kind of set, he like laid the carpet out for us here because we wanted. We're like, let's just get like a good body of shows, like a spot that has like a lot, so we can kind of get a lot done in a few days, and then kind of go off and just kind of suss out some weird stuff. Because I know we're going up to Huntsville, Alabama.
I
and
heard that club's sweet.
I don't know if we're doing a club, man. The dude just texted me. He's like, meet me at a parking lot at 7:30. We're purposely staying away from
Oh,
clubs.
a tailgate. You're doing a tailgate.
Yeah, that would be sweet. Yeah, and then house shows. I know like a house shows thing I've been doing a lot of like in New York, and then I've done them like kind of all over the country. House shows are the shit. Have you guys ever been to a house comedy show?
I feel like
Oh
that'd
my
be
god,
amazing, though.
They can be awesome.
it's
yeah.
the new. I think it's the new thing. Is because and obviously clubs, please still book me. But like, I just think people like. How old are you, Sam? You mind me asking?
How old am I? 27.
Okay, so people your age, I'm 34. So like people your age, youngins.
young.
But like I just think that they're kind of the DIY thing. It's DIY is so hot
Dude,
right now.
dude.
But like just the whole way of like the 2-drink minimum, it serves its purpose, whatever though. But if you just want to go drink some like shitty beer with your friends and go watch your other friends do
Yes,
comedy,
yes.
and then that has that in it of itself is drawing to other people, and the next thing you know, you're in a house and there's like 100 people shoulder to shoulder,
Yeah.
and you get this amazing,
I feel like
amazing
it's
thing
more
going on.
organic too.
Totally, yeah. I like. There's such good ones in New York. If you're ever up there, there's this great show called I think it's Baby's Got Backyard that I just did a couple months ago. Oh my god, it's a girl that runs at George Jensen, and like it's I feel like I'm name dropping my friends. That's not cool.
That's fine.
Fuck it,
Do
they're
whatever
awesome.
you
They're
want.
good people.
I was gonna say.
I mean, I'm new to this too. So, but they're it's just this amazing show, and it was supposed to be out in the backyard, but it was raining that night, so they brought it indoors,
Oh,
and it was just
nice.
like this
Yeah.
shoulders. But then you got these amazing comics that come through, like working New York comics. You're like, wow, this
Yeah,
is
That's
great.
really cool.
And it
We
ups
gotta
your
do that
game.
here in Tampa.
Do
Yeah,
it.
Let's get
I
some
will
people
come down.
together.
we
For
thought
sure.
about
I'll
it,
come down, yeah.
but my wife is a comedian as well.
Oh wow.
She's funny.
Well, how's
as-
that?
It's great, except we get in a fight. It's very cutting.
Yeah, I believe it.
but
She lights you when you're talking.
pretty much.
Nice.
And we're very snobbish on like jokes and stuff. Like she'll be like, "Why'd you write that?" I'm like, I don't know. I thought it was funny. It's not funny. Okay.
Like, 'cause I wanted to.
It's man, dating within the comic circle is not. I mean, it's gnarly. I mean, it's especially married to one. That's wild.
Yeah, I proposed to her. The Tampa Improv's about 4 blocks yonder, and I proposed to her on stage over there. So,
No way.
yeah, if you
That?
Google, I haven't shown you that.
No.
Yeah,
Show
if
it,
I
tape.
if you
Plug
Google
that
it,
shit.
go on YouTube and just put in Law Smith, Mona Terrizio,
Damn.
Can't spell that.
CHIARIZIO.
Hell yeah. Put that in.
And so what we did is I had all the this is kind of relates because it is like we have a tight knit group of stand-ups here that we all thought we started this thing called Cigar City Comedy, which was like let's all kind of work together like a poor man's all things comedy. We're trying to group together a little bit, and the idea was get more eyeballs on us. We're all individual, have our own thing. I relate it to like X-Men. Everybody's their own deal, but you go together and kind of work together on like bigger projects.
Okay.
I got called a nerd for that. Someone said we're more like Wu-Tang, and I was like, okay,
Whoa.
I can't name every
I would
Wu-Tang
say
guy.
that's like
Deep waters.
Does
Yeah.
Capadonna
Deep waters.
count? Is he in there or is he out? I don't know. Is he one of the 9? Anyway, so we basically did a show where to trick my wife so I could propose to her. So we made like a March. It's called. Whoa! It was called March Madmanness, where it
You
was,
just sexually objectify women.
everybody had martinis.
Oh, nice.
No, it was the thing of I wanted everybody to dress up, and I had to figure out a theme to do it. And I hate themes and I hate contests for stand up.
Yeah.
But for this, it made sense. So everybody, like 8 of us, did a regular 10-minute set, and then it was supposed to go to an improv stand up round. And we had the host, my buddy Joe Riga, who was in on it, and basically kind of set it up so my wife would be 3rd, I'd be 4th in the kind of brackets.
Yeah.
And then she is terrified of improv stand up. Like, give me a subject and just
Yeah.
go on it, and she crushed. She did really
I was
well.
gonna say I feel like she'd be amazing at that.
It's hard. It's difficult, and she's not like I love stream of consciousness, and I actually try to go up without any.
Is
idea
that a
of what-
band?
I mean,
Or the concept
they
of stream
opened
of
for
conscious?
Dashboard
I think
Confessional,
Okay.
but no, I like to go up with nothing and kind of like see if I can figure out something and,
Yeah.
and get something out of it. So I'm used to it, but it takes a while to kind of get that muscle going. So she was terrified. She crushed. And then my buddy Joe gave me the topic of interracial marriage. She's half Asian, half Italian, and
Okay.
so
She's beautiful, and that
that's-
child.
and then like a Zales commercial or Jared,
Zales.
I had all our friends in the crowd, but they came in late purposely. So
Yeah.
like everybody lights went up, popped up. My whole family's there. Like a bunch of our friends are
the
there.
production in this
I was
man's
gonna say.
proposal.
It was rough. I was
Setting the bar.
I've
Do you ever
never
think-
been more nervous in
What
my
if,
life.
what if she would have said no?
I know.
What happened?
I think peer pressure would have
Peer
said
pressure.
yes.
Nice.
There
No
is
matter
I
no
like
what.
choice.
that. That's cool.
It is a yes.
So if you go on YouTube, I'll post it on this
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
this
let's
blog
see
post
that.
when we post it up.
Okay,
But
we can look at it.
what's it called? So it's the marriage stuff's good and bad in a way. Right now it's hard because it's not bad, but it's difficult because we both want to get up, but we have an 8-month-old. We're having another on the way, Irish twins. So it's one of those things where like one of us can get up, and right now neither of us can really get up as much as we like. So
Yeah, because you have to raise a kid.
well, it feels weird. You
That
feel
feels good.
guilty.
Kids, yeah.
I don't know if you had a void yet of getting up, but
Oh hell yeah! Oh, like if I don't get up.
It used to be like I haven't been up in a week. Holy shit!
I go nuts. Like people have especially if I'm like with older comics that have been doing this longer. The longest I took off was 4 days when I went to London with the Tamara guy I was telling you about, and I'm like, I haven't gotten up, and he's like, dude, calm the fuck down. And I was like, is there like a fucking music open mic I can go to? It's like
it becomes like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, and then you think you're gonna get rusty, and then once you obviously as you become more professional at this, you learn how to kind of oh, that's just mental. You'll be fine. So now I'm getting pretty good at but I was pretty bad.
And having like a podcast and kind of treating it a little bit like a set. It's not the same thing, but treating it like a set, making sure you're still writing even if you can't get up. I still do that. So it's like, I'll be rusty when I get up, but I'm doing a lot of non stand up, but kind of comedic like hosting stuff in the business kind of world. So it's like I'm getting my jollies off that way a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of staying on cue. I don't know why I turned this into my stuff.
I like your stuff. Your stuff sounds amazing.
So this podcast is basically about kind of doing your own thing like you're doing. Like you want to be a stand-up comedian. How do you go about it? What's the disciplines? Or what are your motivations? Or you can just talk about what you want to do and kind of how you might get there. So any advice for people that are listening that want to do stand-up or want to do something in the artist world, that you have any advice to impart?
I mean, the first thing is make a decision to be. It's okay. I'll do any show anywhere, like at a fucking Olive Garden or at whatever big club, whatever though. But
when you're there, your family.
But yeah, exactly. But there's nothing cool about not caring. So if I go to a mic and the guy that's hosting it is like, oh, what's the fucking point? That's the stuff that turns me off because there's people that this is their Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a football reference is for you. But
whoa.
Thank you. Hey, I'm here to help.
So generous.
But your 3 to 5 minute set, whatever though, is you might be like, oh, what's the point anyways though? But there is someone there that is that's their weekly thing or whatever though. And I've seen so many people that are pushed off. People say that when they moved to New York and they're like, it's so fucking tough. There's comics that go back to certain areas and they just shit on how tough it is there. And then once you move there yourself and you find out, well, this person isn't actually working at all. Right. They're not actually going to open mics. And they say things like, I never even got invited to do that show. It's like, what the fuck would invite you? Louis C.K. lives 2 blocks over and who are you to think? So that's the stuff that I kind of go overboard with because I would love to do any type of show, but just take pride in what you're doing at any given moment.
I love your passion.
Yeah.
I really do.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And hang out we were talking about aforementioned Jared Waters, but hang out with people that have a similar hustle.
Exactly.
It's very easy to get bogged down and go, yeah, fuck it.
Well, it's if you want to catch a cold, how do you get sick? Hang out with people that are sick. So that's how I really feel that way.
It's a very Jewish way of looking at it. But
yeah,
you're gonna get a cold.
Yeah, but no, it's if you want to be around people, there's be around there's creators, there's destroyers. Be around people that want to do this shit. Especially in New York, because people, it's why do you live here if you're not doing stand up? It is not a nice quality of life if you're not actively seeking out something.
Yeah, we talk about it here for entrepreneurs. If you want to do your own thing or run your own business, proactively seek out to hang out with proactive people. It will sponge off on you.
I have a thing too where it's I've got a lot of people. I mean, just from coming a skateboarding background, I've got a lot of good friends, and we have friends of all the gamuts. The people that are total shitheads, the drug guys that die eventually and go out, whatever though. And then the great people too. But it's you have to cut out the ones that are what's the point? Because all it takes is one night when someone's dude, what, or maybe even a new girlfriend, dude, just take a night off of doing mics. You don't have any shows, let's hang out. Well, that just, what starts as cobwebs, a habit becomes chains. So it's no, you gotta really do it.
Never heard that.
I'm speaking in bumper stickers.
This is bumper sticker
This is that iced coffee downstairs doing this.
Did you get the liquid heroin?
Which one's that?
Oh, you didn't see the real fancy coffee.
I just did cold brew, yo.
Oh, they've got liquid heroin.
Why do you think I'm twitching?
Sonny Bono.
I feel that way. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pile some Budweiser lights in my face after this. Yeah.
Woo!
But no, I just think the most important thing you can do is this, and also write 500 words a day.
Yes.
Just do 500 words a day every day, no matter what. Even if you're I started running because I hate running, and I've had 3 reconstructive surgeries. I'm all fucked up from skating, and I was I can't run. But then I was I got to do something because now you're starting to see yourself on cameras and stuff like that, and then you can't really party once you get past your 30. You used to be able to do whatever you want, wake up in the morning and do, but now it's oh wow, I just piled out last night, and now why is my ass jiggling? So
Oh yeah.
I just
Oh,
started
yeah.
doing certain things like, running to kind of balance that stuff out. And then once you're doing that, you start thinking, you're like, okay, if I get my running in today, and then I get my 500 words in today, and then go get 2
Well,
sets done.
But you find like the more you do, the more you do, and
yeah.
the thing like you hate running.
Yeah.
Stand up's terrifying too. It can be like when you're first starting out, or just the context of a show. Sometimes it's like, oh shit, like a big name comedian's in the back. They're not watching you, but you think they are.
Hell yeah. Yeah, definitely.
They're running their set or doing whatever they're doing, not even in the room. You just saw them in the lobby or something, or heard they're there. But like, it can be terrifying. But the thing about like, all right, go into the fire, don't go away from it. It teaches you how to do that. It's applicable for other things in your life. It's weird because a lot of stand-ups don't have that kind of mentality where they could really think about like, oh, I got up, I figured out how to do this on a decent level or a good level.
Yeah.
I'm making money doing it. I can apply this to other things. I think there's a weird romantic thing about like not only doing stand-up and not doing anything else. And I think I fell into that trap.
Yeah.
And I think you have to have a life we're talking about on stage too.
I just think people want to. I mean, again, like we were talking about it before. You start with like the dick jokes, which I mean, there's guys that kill it with the dick jokes and stuff like that. And
I
like
love
the
'em.
shock and all. There's a great.
I love dicks.
Everybody likes
jokes.
a good dick.
Shit, a dick joke goes.
Yeah.
It's like a true dick joke is it's
true
it's
dick
it's
joke.
future proof. It's
Yeah.
always gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
But then you start talking about things that like, because all I want to know, regardless of your stand up, when I'm watching stand up, and I watch at least 4 hours of live comedy at night.
Yeah.
Most of it's open mic stuff during the day before I do the shows. Is I just want to learn something new about the person I didn't know before. So like
Right.
that's
It's a good way to look
the
at
bar
it.
is very
I
low,
like
and if you
that.
look at it that way, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
So you might have this guy that could be, air quotes, a hot comic, but then if it's like, da-da-da-da, so I'm fucking this girl and da-da-da, whatever. Great. Again, those jokes are good too, but it's like,
It gets old after a
personally,
while,
me, like if you start looking like, okay, tell me one thing about you that I didn't know before, it's like you kind of see it a little bit differently, and it
Sure.
helps
True.
helps you to engage to watch it.
I think, and I think one thing you've been kind of sprinkling throughout this episode is you're giving yourself quantifiable kind of goals per
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
or
I like that.
I'm a
or
numbers
like
guy.
you have numbers that you're trying to hit, and goals don't really work if you're like, I'm gonna get up more. Like it's,
yeah, not for
we're
me.
not kind of most people aren't built that way.
No,
like,
and I'm a default piece of shit too. Like I'm a
Okay.
procrastinator.
Same, yeah.
And so it's like with
oh,
me,
I
it's
get my
like
chill on. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. And I'll
Yeah.
just be like, I'm gonna go drink beers and let's go skate all day. But then it's like, dude, why are you're not getting better at what you're doing? I mean, you have to live a little. You can't just. I've done it before. I've done where you do like 4 to 8 mics every day, but then you're just like, okay, I'm working on the same material. But then you still have to go out and experience things, to like
Yep.
kind of knock the stuff loose.
Right.
Yeah.
So but I mean, like you're like, hey, write 500 words a day. You're not like sit down and write every day.
Yeah, it never works.
Because that doesn't work. I do 15, 20 minutes. If I can get that in a day,
Yeah.
that and turn everything off,
Yeah.
I would get so much better.
And some
so-
people, like newer comics, come up to me like, I was just in Boston like a few weeks ago, and like someone was asking me, they're like, well, I try to do like 2 hours a day of writing. And I'm like, that's unrealistic. There's no way you're sitting there for 2
I was gonna
hours
say,
writing.
That's a lot of time.
That's more than Hemingway would do.
Yeah.
Like that's so and then it's just like saying too, it's like if you want to like get in shape, it's like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna just eat paleo for the rest of my life. But
Right.
that's just
No.
that's not doable. Just
No.
take something else out. Do something that's actually, because I think once you accomplish a little goal, it helps you set the bigger ones. So
Right.
the 500 words is like, it's just enough to make you fucking hit your laptop a few times in anger, but then you're done with it. You're like, okay, it's done and over with.
And it has SEO value because it's over 300 words.
Oh,
What
yeah,
Nerd
baby.
Central?
I don't know what that was. What
no,
happened?
we've never done that before. I'm kind of sleep deprived.
You're
and
an
crazy.
interesting one because you're like the college football guy, but then you claim nerd.
I know.
I-
but
This is
number
the
one
new thing. It's a
He's
fusion.
So like nerd. I want to group
Replace
of nerds
nerd
in
with
here.
obsessive, and
If that's true,
that's
though,
what
if
it
you could
is.
pull off the swag of a college like quarterback and then the knowledge of a nerd, I will never
Yeah.
get laid again if these guys are out there like that.
That's what
Law
I'm pushing
is a
for.
Hybrid
Damn.
that
Uh-huh.
I've
He's a
never
hybrid.
seen before.
I'm
I've
like,
never seen it. Why do you think I hang around him?
Day,
Yeah, man.
you're a day walker.
Well, you know what helps is stand up helps me a lot when I'm talking to people about, a lot of online, like digital marketing is a big part of what we're doing here. And so like when I'm talking to people about like online advertising,
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a connection, and stand up really helps because I can profile who they are.
Yeah.
And it, like just you walk in a room and you're like Jason Bourne kind of figuring out the whole situation. Like It's
Figuring
one.
it out.
Well, yeah. Well, you go. Okay, this guy clearly likes golf. This is one of the ones I felt smart about. And I tried to explain like web design is like designing a golf course.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's an Arnold Palmer golf course. There's Robert Trent Jones. There's a reason sand traps are in an area. I don't really know that much
I was
about
gonna
it.
say, we're getting into
Greg Norman
golf
courses
now?
suck. They're
Jeez.
really hard to
Really?
play.
Look,
Yeah.
you have undulation for hills on your greens.
Undulation.
And so
Big
like,
words.
yeah. And
Give it to
so
me.
Let's go.
Lipper
Let's go.
average. No. And so like
The veiny courses? What? That's a
Veiny
thing?
courses,
Yeah, that's a
yes.
veiny
veiny
one?
traps.
Okay, can we be best friends?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're there. We're going
And so
out.
I was
We're
like,
hanging out.
look, online ads are like the sand traps, basically.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he was like, oh, okay, now I get it. And it's like, yeah, you don't want it, but you're gonna hit them.
Yeah.
And
I think the sports thing works out really well just
Yeah.
because like you have that side, but then you're able to explain to people these different strategies and how they operate in a way that they understand. So I think that's
yeah,
Yeah.
I go like, and because of stand up too, I'm constantly internalizing what we're doing here
Okay.
because you're doing that with yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Like, who am I?
Constant
what am I putting out?
self-inventory.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's essentially. I know branding's a fucked out word right now, and it's so
brand.
elastic. Yeah, it's so
brand.
elastic, but
People hate on it, but it's the truth.
I
It's like-
basically just go to anybody that's either trying to do their own business or a brand or a company or whatever. I go, who are you? What do you do? Why are you better? Why should I hire you? What's your process? How do I book you? Do you have any preferred partners? Any references? Awards, accreditations, shit like that? And they're like, oh. What? And I was like, you should be able to fire that right back to me
Yeah.
in military like.
In sales, it's an elevator pitch. You get 30 seconds.
Right, but
Yeah.
that's a synopsis. That's 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That's like we're a small medium business consulting company, mostly focusing on digital services, as like a nerd agency of sorts.
Yeah.
there's
That's-
that nerd again.
Well, it helps because you got to explain to the older group that has money that does pay for our services.
Yeah,
You have to bridge that gap
True.
a lot, and so with stand up, it's kind of the same thing where you're constantly doing inventory, and to the point where like you're gonna drive yourself nuts if you don't have some other hobbies, you know.
For sure. It helps to diversify.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, you got a question?
Yeah, I do.
We got a couple
So,
minutes.
How many days are you on the road for?
For this trip?
Yeah.
We're 8 days, right? 8 days? Yeah,
Okay,
8 days.
awesome.
Yeah.
What do you hope to like accomplish at the end of it?
I just want to see some new shit, man. Just some
Yeah.
weird experiences. I want to see stuff that like people normally would like. We're skateboarders, so like most the shit most people drive by every day. We're stopping and like, what's over there? You know?
Yeah.
Same thing with like comedy.
There.
I just
Nice.
want to see. I want to meet people that are like. I want to meet the dude that like works. Like this is like the thing we were talking about. Like works on a shrimping boat or something, and then like. His once a week open mic is when he has to like his wife has to watch the kids for 2 hours and he
Sure.
wants to like I want to see like that's the ill shit. That's like what I
Yeah.
want to see because all the other stuff has been covered. But this is comedy's a weird thing where people generally only see the very very top, like the 1%. Or if you Google open mic comedy on YouTube, it's generally guys that are like open mic comedy destroys heckler.
Yeah, true.
So it's
Okay.
it's kind of like a warped vision as
Yeah.
to what's going on. You
Yeah.
know, and also too, it answers the question like when you're having an Italian restaurant, like Italian dinner with your second Olive Garden reference. When you're but when
Fill up on breadsticks.
but before we're comics, when we're still civilians, like and you're trying to eat your dinner, and there's just some asshole on a mic talking about his dick, like. What's going on there? Well, I want with this project to answer that question or help answer it. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
That sounds awesome.
this
Yeah.
is that guy's dick.
Yeah.
Like, you
well,
know,
it's
that's-
like combat comedy. Like it's like
Combat
these people don't. I didn't. Someone in LA used to call it that. I
they're
don't
ambush
remember.
comedy. Yeah.
And it's like people don't know stand-up's going on.
No,
And
totally.
you're like, why are we doing a show in here? This is like rude almost.
And
you
they
know?
don't realize like the open mic comedy is like open mic comedy, but you're like, dude, I mean, I started an open mic. I'm still an
Yeah.
open mic comedy, so it's like you don't know who you're seeing. The drop-ins you're gonna get could be
You never
incredible.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Very cool.
and plus you're seeing someone that's putting it kind of all out there. And you're
So
like,
what do you got today? What's the schedule? How was last night?
Awesome. It was.
Yeah.
We did the 439 bar.
Thanks to John
Yeah.
Jacobs.
John
Maybe-
Jacobs and John, the owner of the Magician. Have you seen that dude?
No.
Oh
no.
my
I
God,
think
dude.
that's a new room.
It's he said that's super cool. Yeah, it was really fun. All the comics, everyone was like a lot of love in that room. Really fun. We filmed in there. We're kind of working everything out still.
There's I don't know if anybody told you about Cafe Hey. If you go, it's near here. It's literally like half a mile that way. It's
Okay.
a little coffee shop. It's they they think I'm like a huge Republican in this room,
Cool.
but I like to work out stories and kind of work out something.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be awesome, but they will like go with you if you have some storytelling stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's like a lot of poetry and a lot of music,
Yeah.
and then all the comedians have like infiltrated
What nights is that?
tonight. So it starts at 7.
Oh, we can do that before the first show. We're
Right, that's what I'm
unscripted
saying.
at 9. We
I'm
can
trying.
definitely do that.
I know how to schedule this in my head because I know.
Can you get
have
us in
uns-
there?
You just show up.
Nice.
So get there at like 6:15.
Okay.
Try to be the first person on the
Yeah.
list or whatever. You can say, "Hey, Law Smith told me to come here," and they'll be like, "Wow, you just lost all street cred." But
Good.
Strip
it
that
starts
away.
right at 7. So if you get that first couple 1, 2, 3, one of the first signups,
Yeah.
you can just bolt right after you're done.
Awesome. That's
and
perfect.
they'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
I know the owner, so I'll tell him y'all are coming.
Cool. Yeah,
And,
that would be great if we could do that because that's what we want. We just want to, and like we said this too, like once you kind of plant a flag and you're like at the show, people generally come up and like, oh, we have this other show going
Yeah.
on. So yeah, well, like we were doing the first 3 days here, and like what's this considered? Is this like this is not Gulf Coast?
Yeah.
What's this
Yeah,
area
this is
called?
the Gulf Coast.
Yeah,
Is
man.
that, but is it not the Panhandle though? Is it just
No.
Tampa's its own spot?
We're like
Northern
West
Florida? Is it?
It's
Okay.
its own
Florida.
deal.
Yeah.
Well, this area we're kind of set up so
The Mexican Ocean,
yeah, the Mexican Ocean.
the Gulf.
Yeah, I get that. I like that. I like that one.
Yeah, Tampa Bay is kind of its own deal. I mean,
We're a little weird
there's
here.
3
but that's okay.
million.
It's my first time. I've been in Florida a bunch. I've never been to Tampa.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, welcome.
unless you're
Thank
going
you.
to strip clubs, there's not a lot of
I know.
people.
I
Oh,
was gonna say,
we're
we are
going
the
to strip
strip
clubs.
capital.
We're definitely
Ooh,
going to strip
alright.
clubs.
2001.
You wanna go with us?
Yeah, I live
Hell-
right next to them.
Oh
I'm
my
serious.
God! Yeah, dude, these guys are pros at it. Like,
Hey.
I mean, I consider myself a pro at it too, but they know the Tampa scene very
You
well.
going to
so
Mons Venus?
Yep,
Is that
that's what they
Mons,
recommend. What's the spot with
2001,
the dude that's the
Spaceship.
carpet? What's that place called?
What carpet?
That he's dressed as the carpet. Wears the ladies' underwear. Ricker, what's that? The castle.
Castle. That's right over
Oh,
here.
yeah.
That's not a strip club. That's like a
just a weird-
fetish kind of.
That's
Hell
like
yeah.
if
Club.
you went to the dentist and got vampire teeth like permanently. That's like your
Cool.
spot. Yeah.
I just want to see a bunch
Dude,
of weird
Castle's
shit.
so much fun. They have a strip pole there too.
Yeah, nice. Do you get
People
down on
just
that?
do you know what? Sometimes I do.
Good. That's awesome.
We can't end it on a better note. Talking
Yeah.
about the castle and strip clubs.
That'd be great.
That's
Tampa.
what, that's what Tampa's known for. Yeah.
Tampa goes.
Those
Yeah,
strip
we're
clubs
definitely down.
first
I'll
So,
give you all the
Mile,
history
baby.
you want, man.
so if anyone listening has any recommended spots, even open mics or strip clubs or fetish places, we also love to go dancing in a good gay bar. You know, whatever you guys
You're
got,
an Ybor.
send it in, man. Like we want to go.
Yeah, you're in the gay part of Ybor.
Hell
so
yeah.
That's
Gay
why I'm
bar.
here.
That's awesome.
Hey, keep it clean. They want to party too.
Hell yeah, I want
Yeah.
to party. I just want to party with people that want to party and hang out. I'm
Plus,
down with
you're
that.
in a good
business
spot.
wise, they're dinks, double income, no kids.
Dinks.
Dude,
What?
Dinks go, man. I always get called out for being a breeder in the first 2 minutes every time I'm in a gay bar. They're like, "What's up?"
So funny.
They're like, "What's up, breeder?" I'm like, you don't know if I could
Damn
be.
it.
I could
How
be
do you know?
vacationing.
I
don't
just
know.
go for the compliments. Hopefully,
Yeah?
someone's
see, you
like,
got
"You
that
got a
photo.
nice ass." Yeah.
I'm like an albino force, so I'm not gonna get
Nice.
the.
Albino.
I'm not gonna get the ass grabbing, but
well,
I
my
like it.
ass it doesn't quit and it doesn't take any days off. So it
Nice.
is. It's bulbous. It's out there.
Bulbous.
Bulbous.
Mm,
I like
bulbous.
that
I
word.
do my
Bulbous
squats.
You
and
got the word of the
girthy.
day adjectives over it. Undulation.
Yeah.
Undulation.
Well, it's been very loquacious today.
Wow, punching hard. There you go.
Thanks for coming on, man. And
Thank
it's
you.
good to kind of meet you, become quick friends.
Yeah, great. Thanks so much for having us as well too. And then the podcast. Thanks for plugging that. I appreciate that. And Twitter and Instagram too, if you guys do that.
What is it?
Everything's at This Is Max White. So it's like at This Is Max White for Instagram, Twitter, or thisismaxwhite.com for all tour dates.
And I like that
shit.
Squarespace site.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Like that
that's
shit.
how big. See, that's my nerd verification. I
Yeah.
can look at it and tell it's Squarespace.
Well, I had like
Yes.
3 people come to me like, "Oh, we'll do a site," and it's just like everything else. It's like, "Oh, sweet," but then I have to depend on you to build it.
We make like 40 or 50 a year in
You
Squarespace.
really do.
Yeah, it's awesome. So and I always get people hitting me up on it. So it's so big ups.
But all I did was look at your contact form. I was like, that's Squarespace.
Yeah, totally. You know,
Yeah.
we do that shit ourselves.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey,
All right.
yo.
Thank y'all for listening and peace.